Hello there, folks, and welcome back to Glory Hunter with me, DoctorBenjy FM. Good to see you. If I told you that we were fourth, title challenging, and things were looking up, would you be impressed? Well, we're 12th, so... Hello folks, good to see you and welcome back to Glory Hunter with me, Ben. It's good to see you. It's not good to see these boys. They keep drawing games, so let's talk through the results since we last met. So as you can see, after our fantastic win against Wolverhampton Wanderers, you can see there then, we played Manchester City, it was 6-2. Chris Wood and St Maximin in the goals. I thought I'd start Wood, a target man figure. Oh, that's gone really well. But then a quick bounce back. Danjuma and Thomas Lamar on the score sheet in a 2-0 win over Brighton before Alexander Isak's double against Chelsea got us a very hard-fought draw. A similar story against Everton where Kieran Trippier on 64 minutes got himself a goal and then a Manchester United comeback. But from us, Sven Botman, Dan Burn, set pieces central. Oh yes, now we're talking. Before a 1-0 win over Nottingham Forest where Alexander Isak again is on the score sheet. And finally finding his shooting boots. Today then we play West Ham and Arsenal in 2 games, Premier League games, of maximum importance. When you look at the league table, you can see a good result against West Ham would see us leapfrog them in this league table and get us ever closer to the top 5, 6, 7 positions. But if today goes quite poorly, well, let's just don't worry. But let's not think about the negatives, Ben. I was thinking about them. I know you're thinking about them. That's all you think about, apparently. So team-wise, the goal scoring continues to be shared around many different players. No one yet with over 5 goals, although Alexander Isak is leading that particular chart. But Kieran Trippier's got a couple, 3 for Danjuma, a few for St Maximin. The one big change you've made in the team then, system-wise at least, is that Thomas Lamar has been operating in a central midfield, box-to-box role, and doing it pretty well. Now, he was obviously never brought in to play this type of role. That was never the idea we had in mind for Thomas Lamar, but that seems to be a position that he's, so far at least, quite enjoying. So while he's doing it, keep going. I thought his tackling and strength might be a problem, but no, he's having a good time in there. We have been forced into a little bit of rotation, so before we play West Ham today at 2 o'clock, we will have to change the team round ever so slightly to get us back to what I'm still trying to figure out to be our best 11, really. We've had some injuries to Jamal Lewis, as well as McAllister and Almiron, so that's changed things slightly. It's certainly made us less impactful off the bench, so the 2 goals we got against United specifically from set pieces were massive. It's also meant for the time being, I've moved Joel Linton into the attacking midfield role. And as a former striker, you'd think he'd be all right there. But league table-wise, right now, I'm not that worried. We've got a game in hand on quite a few of the teams around us. And again, finishing in those European places in a Glory Hunter challenge is a must. We have to be in that top 7. And I don't mind top 4. Look, I think it's probably too early for us. But 7th place specifically, now the Europa Conference League is in the mix for Glory Hunter, that's sort of what I'm aiming for. I might be the first team ever to be aiming for that, but that's what we're doing. And to be honest, ticking that off the list early would be a real relief, because the idea of having to do that competition at some point in the future frightens me. I don't want to be at one of the top teams in Europe and then have to go to a side in the Europa Conference League with like 1 shot at it. Yeah, you've seen my conundrum. But if Newcastle get in there, we win it into the Europa League, win it into the Champions League, win it. England, Europe completed. I am dreaming. Hallucinating more like. Good yeah, I just said I'm dreaming. Okay. So without any further ado, let's go into this game then. The team for it: Pope in goal, Trippier, Botman, Burn and Target at the back, with Bruno Guimaraes sat just in front. Lamar and Joel Linton, a midfield duo at this stage, with Alexander Maximin on one side and Danjuma on the other. Isak through the centre then. And let's see, can we get a result against West Ham? Out of the 2 games today, Arsenal and West Ham, this is the one that I would much rather win. Arsenal's a little trickier. If we don't win that one, I can kind of live with it. There is the West Ham side then, managed by David Moyes. Yeah, a decent team, of course. Declan Rice still in there at the moment. A few people were suggesting we went and bought him. If I had a bit more money, he probably would have been on my list. All right, then, here we go. Can we get a result in London? Newcastle struggled with that over the weekend. I should have brought it up. There's loads of them. Good try. Why I, etc. Oh dear. Away the lads. Come on, boys. Let's get ourselves at least something in this game as Bowen flicks it in behind and... It's tough in London, to be fair. It is difficult. So don't be too hard on yourself, Ben. It's 1-0 West Ham. And it was a little bit too easy, if I might say. Like Bowen here on that left foot. I think the run of... Is it Skamaka that makes the run initially? Yeah, it was. I think that confuses our defence a little bit. And Benrahma's in and finishes off quite comfortably. 6 minutes gone. Away games specifically, we're finding quite difficult. It seems to be a bit of a theme. We're either wrestling like really close fought points or getting destroyed. London is hard, to be fair. So can we just go out? I've always wanted to buy them 2 swords. It's 2-0 and we'll be defending like waxworks. So on some level it works. Played over the top. This time it's the strength of Skamaka, you might argue, and Benrahma makes it 2-0. And this is the game that I said was most important. Oh dear Lord. I've gone to balance. Maybe we should even go a bit more cautious. Although, to be honest, we're 30 minutes in. I'm not sure how much we've even done in the game so far. Guimaraes needs to get on the ball and start working things into the midfield and eventually getting Alexander Isak in. But so far, we've seen very little. That's why Thomas Lemar is quite good in the centre of the pitch. The ball-carrying abilities that he possesses, very, very useful indeed. And as Guimaraes plays a brilliant ball to Danjuma, we've seen him so far this season. He's been one of our shining lights. Isak, can he flick it in towards the goal? He can't. Cleared by West Ham. It was pretty good from us. And now we feel quite exposed and quite open. And Benrahma is having the game of his life. Okay, flipping heck. Lemar, ball played in. Dan Burn at the back post, cleared away to absolutely nobody. Nobody thought to just like hang on the edge of the box. No, never mind then. Cresswell now on this left-hand side. Wanderer left foot, plays it inside to Benrahma again and gets it back and now drives forward into Declan Rice. And this is a day when we could be humbled in London. Dearie me, Dan Burn clears it behind and we are getting peppered. I mean, is there anything we can do here to try and fix this, solve this? I don't think Joe Linton on an attacking midfield role is doing any help. They've given him 16 tackling. I'm making him, I don't think I'll be doing this, a ball winner. It's a big switch up. So Maximin as well, let's get him slightly deeper, hopefully get him on the ball and push instead Danjuma on the opposite side. And Isak, maybe deep line forward, have him drop in a little more. We've got to try and do something. We can't just sit here and get smashed for 90 minutes. Or we can. I mean, I don't want to be here. I don't know what we do from here. I mean, I've wanted to go to Madame Tussauds as well for ages. So. Oh, witty. I didn't realise you did jokes as well. Isn't this lovely? 3-0 then. They've had 3 shots on target. They've made it look pretty simple. And we've been absolutely rolled. Right, we're going to go in at half-time. They seem to have taken their foot off the gas a little bit. We're playing quite poorly. We've come into it a little bit more towards the end of the half, but no highlights, so who cares? 3-0 down. It's, gosh, I love being back. The thing is, I do, so this hurts. Right, away from home, we've got 2 options. We either sort of settle for this and see what happens, or we just sort of go for it. Now, if you've watched me before, you'll know that I'm a man that will lose 5-0, whinge about it, but still go for it. So that's what we're going to do. Let's play for some set pieces. Let's be a little bit more disciplined, and let's speed things up a little bit, but not play quite as clever. Let's go attacking. Let's start. Right, these boys, they've got an opportunity to sort this out. I could make changes. An early goal, though, and we're back in this straight away. And again, this was the game I didn't really want us to lose. Never mind get battered in. Ball lifted forward towards Skamaka. That terrifies me. But Trippier actually does really well. But Skamaka gets back, and then we give it away. Bruno, you can't be doing that in there, mate. If there's one person I don't expect it from, it's him. As Fornals goes close. Can we build from the back this time? So Maximin, we've got him on that. Well, we had him on that support role. Now driving forward. And again, this is what we want to see from him. Just not when we're 3-0 down. Finds the ball out wide to Danjuma. And I've got a few extra bodies closer towards the 6-yard box at least. There's Isak. Heads towards goal. Hits the post and it's cleared. Dear me, the boys just well, they're not playing brilliantly. There's Fabianski, completely unchallenged. Great news. I mean, I guess changes, right? What do you change? All of them? Joe Linton's coming off for Longstaff. I mean, that's how desperate things have got. John Joe Shelby for Guimaraes. I mean, yeah, we're here now, aren't we? So why not? Willock for Lemar. Those 3 in the middle then. We've changed it up. Well, we've changed the tone of the midfield. So Maximin, I mean, it's a terrible kick out from Fabianski. We've got ourselves a chance. There's Trippier. Joe Willock, but he's just come on, and at least he's had a go. I mean, this is embarrassing. I can't imagine we're getting a coach back. I can only assume that there's a flight ready. I kind of wish we'd got on it now. Danjuma, though, racing into the penalty area. Maybe this is our moment. It falls to Isak. Oh, my God. Can we just please somebody? Well, I'm not pleased. Shall we look at jobs after this? We should look at the jobs after this. Bowen on the edge of the box. 4 just seems accurate, I guess. I mean, dearie me. I realise I'm bringing on just all the English players in a hope to make it better. This isn't going to make it better. Callum Wilson comes on. Yeah, desperate times call for... I mean, we're not going to win, are we? Let's just face facts. Up towards Skamaka. Botman heads it away. Sort of. Benrahma. West Ham, I mean, give them their credit, have been absolutely ridiculous. I want to sort of pile criticism on my boys, but actually the reality is West Ham have just been exceptional. I wonder if they would like me as their manager. Almost certainly not on this evidence. Dunbar on a 5.9. Shall we take him off with 15 minutes to go for Shah? Sure we will. And you know what? I should change him and Botman round. But what would be the point? The XGs aren't even that different. They're going to score 6, aren't they? They're going to score, well, Trippier has said no. 5 is enough. At least we've got a boundary, viewers. And when I said boundary, I guess I meant 6. Brilliant. I mean, for the love of all that's what we're going to be paying the fans back, and there's going to be a meeting. So that's what a great start to Glory Hunter this has been. You know what's annoying? It's been going all right. So, I mean, we've drawn a lot of games. I wasn't expecting to get smashed to pieces 6-0, to be honest. I'm far from pleased with that result. No, throw the water bottle in the faces of the players, personally. Alan said, a defeat today for you and your team. What's your analysis of what happened out there? Oh, Alan. I mean, Alan. We've only got more possession because we had about 6 kickoffs. We were terrible, Alan. I mean, that's what I want to say. Why do you feel the blame lies with you? I mean, to be fair, I did miss a few chances. I'm just going to neutrally say, I think it's pretty obvious, Alan. What did social media have to say? Just got back from the match. Wish I'd stayed at home. Charlie, I could not agree more. And to say that hinders our European push is... Danji wants to chat. Hello, mate. Arnott wants to have a conversation. Sure, mate. Yeah, whatever. Why are we so harsh towards the team during the West Ham game? He's got a bit... Right, let's have a conversation for the first time ever. Is he joking? I would say he's been deadly serious. So. I'm worried if he's been deadly serious because he's not... Self-awareness is lacking, mate. I don't think you should be commenting on other people's self-awareness, though. All right, good point. Yeah, I'll try and handle things better, mate. I mean, I'm trying to appease... I should have got in on him there. I mean, Joel Linton there, we're going to have a conversation. Guimaraes, I mean, probably the worst I've ever seen you play. I mean, your passing was rubbish. I was going to say I'm not strong the word there, but I maintained a little bit of... composure. Dan Burn, yeah, well, his performance was up in smoke. So, sure. Yeah, I have to disagree. I'm playing some of my best football at the moment. Is he serious? You might have been happy with the performance, but I wasn't. I stand by what I said. I think we're done here. I think we are done here. How do I sell you now? Couldn't do it from that screen, which was annoying. But Dan Burn and me are on thin ice, viewers. Right, so we're going to look at the jobs. So let's have a look at the jobs. Oh, God, I shouldn't have come here. So the offerings currently, viewers... Oh, I see, I'm in the insecure section. Oh my God, I'm in the insecure section. Then again, Sir Valencia, Fiorentina, and Sevilla. So, God. Atalanta are there, but they're 17th in Serie A. So I'm not sure that's the challenge I quite like. Parma, rekindle the days of, 2015. Buffon is captain and goalkeeper at 44. I mean, it's almost made for me, isn't it, in a way? I mean, the good news is we're still 12th. So... that's the good news. Right, bit of a situation now. I play Arsenal in the Carabao Cup in the 3rd round of said Carabao Cup. And I don't know how this is going to go. I was going to do the Premier League game, but actually, I know what's going to happen in that one. So we'll do the Cup game. In fairness, we didn't have McAllister, and he's pivotal. I've now decided. Southgate leaves out Trippier for the World Cup. Oh my God, I think that's coming up. Ah, yeah, there it is. 130k paid out to fans because we let them down. Good. I never have to pay, which is good. It'd take me at least 4 weeks to pay it, so I'm glad I'm not involved. Oh, Chris would want to chat. Not now, Chris. Honestly, Chris, not now. Well, when you get absolutely battered, does everyone want a meeting? Every single time. To be fair, Chris Wood's probably looking at the team going, if I can't get in that team, I should probably leave. Right, a few players are close to returning from fitness, but aren't quite ready yet. So that's going to make it difficult. Danjuma as well, I'm noticing in there, not really fit enough to play this game. So Thomas Lamar's going to go out there, Joe Linton back into his box-to-box role, and then we'll start Joe Willock from the off. Frankly, I want this team to try and gain a little bit of confidence before they have to go and play against Arsenal again in the league. So this is what we're going to play. Almost the same team, and a chance, really, for these boys to maybe implement some of the things we've actually been working on, like scoring and defending. Just an idea. And to be honest, back in London, probably said overnight, it can't get much worse. They're full strength for this. dearie me. Although Matt Turner's in goal, and he's not Ramsdale, so not quite full strength. And again, we haven't got McAllister, so it's about even. All right, then here we go. Arsenal versus Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. There's no soundtrack to this, so that's annoying. I noticed Gabriel actually also not starting for Arsenal. As there's our team then. I mean, can it go much worse than what we've just seen? I don't think it can. He says confidently, knowing that 7-0 is a distinct possibility. But let's see. Can we at least play with a little bit more of an idea of a team in form? We'll have to pretend we're one, but still. Thomas Lemar then out on that side, where he's also pretty comfortable. This is the good thing about Lemar. He can play in different places. As the ball over to Isaac's really good. And typically, after being hammered by West Ham, we take a 1-0 lead away at Arsenal. Just doesn't make any sense though, does it? I mean, what's the logic? It's a brilliant ball. I mean, to be fair, I was quite critical of these two players, and they've stepped up for me. Great first touch from Isaac after a great ball from Bruno Guimaraes, and we are leading 1-0. Okay, yeah, sure. Just enjoy it, Ben. Highlight straight away. Oh God. Have we peaked? Have we just peaked? Joe Willock as well against his former club, of course, as Isaac slides in, and now Joel Linton in his more preferred box-to-box role, it must be said. There's Thomas Lemar, there's Isaac. We're 2 minutes in. We're 2-0 up. It's Arsenal 0, Newcastle 2, and it's a demolition job. God, if I'd have skipped this for the league game, I'd have been furious. I think this is definitely a goal as well. And well, Arsenal, they're playing like Newcastle United away at West Ham. If anyone else wants to, if leave a comment, why has this happened? Because if you think I've got the answers, you must be joking. Corner now to be played in, 11 minutes gone. Trippier, there's Botman, it's 3. It's 3? Hang on. If you win this competition, you get into Europe. Right, viewers, I'm getting my eggs. We're putting them in this basket. There we go. Right, yes. This is going to surprise. I would actually love to win the Carabao Cup, and I think it would be great for the people. And in fact, they've never won it. They were close once, but they've never. So I'll step up. I mean, I can't quite believe the performance we're putting in here, but he's offside. Ref. Thank you. See, I know the rules. I know the rules. Well, I'll praise them. I mean, why wouldn't I? We're playing fantastic stuff. Arsenal are going to have to do something pretty miraculous. And let's face it now as well, viewers. If there is an opportunity for us to bottle this and Arsenal do indeed win the game, then I think that'll be the end of the series. So Martinelli races forward and Botman's missed the header completely. I mean, that is some of the worst defending I've ever seen. Sven Botman was brought in as like the bastion of defending at Newcastle. I don't quite know what's happened. He has missed this header. So, I mean, that is... I don't know where to begin. I mean, we're still 3-1 up. We're still comfortable. Although if they score again, a little bit of wheel come out probably. Trippier. Let's make it 4. Why not? Dan Burn at the back post, ready and waiting. There's Joe Willock. Except Maximin. Oh my God, what an effort. What a chance. I'm quite nervous. Oh, God. Here we are. Xhaka forward. Joe Willock, brilliant tackle. And now, can it set apart us in a counter-attacking situation? So Maximin runs into Zinchenko. That's... No, do you know what? Viewers can't do it. I was going to say into Zinchenko, but Zinchenko quickly said is tricky as Jesus has chipped over Pope. The flag's gone up. Although Gabriel Jesus is getting the ball, so I'm not convinced he thinks it's offside. I think this is going to be 2-3. And, yeah... getting the ball was a giveaway. Was he actually onside? I'm not sure it was as obvious as... No, it is really quite obvious. I don't know what are you putting your flag up for? Oh, God. Should I have settled at 3-0 and sharp shop? That would have seemed somewhat defensive. Well, at half-time, I mean, it started off very good. We've had shots on target. We've created opportunities. Let's just keep, demand a little bit more. Come on, boys. They've hated that. They've absolutely hated that. Half an hour to go. It's difficult to know what sort of changes to make. St. Maximin on a 6.3 currently, not having his best game. We could have a little bit of Danjuma just to give us that little bit of impetus in the final third. Again, he was struggling with a little bit of fitness, but half an hour. Does it go to extra time? Hang on a minute. Odegaard flicks forward. Dan Burn with a really good header away. Zinchenko back to Odegaard. Oh my God, Nick Pope. Safe hands Pope there. Lovely stuff. We're calm. We're relaxed. The ball's been launched forward. They've won the header. Lemar down to Isaac. But can he hold it up? Can he bring others into play? He can. Really good from him. Joel Linton to Dan Burn. And there's options in front of him, but he decides the safer route is back to Nick Pope. Now, as long as he makes a smart choice, he does. He goes back to Dan Burn. And we can, again, build from these positions. We do seem pretty good. Looking for runs of Isaac, of course. The wingers are quick as well. So there are always opportunities for us if we can get the ball forward smartly. Joel Linton, and this has been a really nice build-up of play, Back to Dan Burn, who is like the quarterback at the moment for this team. Oh my God, there's an interception. Lukonga brings it forward. There's Gabby Jesus. He sends Botman the wrong way, and I want to cry. The thing is, viewers, there'll be some of you in the comments that'll be saying, "Oh Ben, you should have gone more defensive. You should have 3-0. We were destroying them, viewers. We were destroying them." And now I feel like we're getting destroyed. Gabby Jesus sends Botman for Sunday lunch and comes back the other way and just pops it in. And now I'm supposed to make changes, but what do you do now? Their confidence is high. We're in the mud. Oh, people will just be writing there. They'll be finished off that comment. I think the criticism of the players, Ben, really inspired them to play better in the following game. Yeah? Is that right? Oh, God. I don't feel safe now doing all this tiki-taka stuff at the back. Joel Linton in on Odegaard. Will exhaust it to Odegaard. Odegaard runs forward. There's Gabby Jesus. And, well, I wonder what the weather's like in Parma, because I tell you what, I'd love to sample it. I think he might have been just off. So if they can just confirm that VAR here, that really would be... Hello, is that Buffon? Yeah, I want to make a call. Callum Wilson, I guess. All right, we'll go for Guimaraes is coming off. We're just going to up top. I mean, forget the system, forget anything we've tried to implement at all, and let's just try and score goals, I guess. Oh, tactical genius from me, this. Oh, Willick's got injured almost immediately. Well done. Longstaff comes in, probably not as an attacking player. All right, then. Is there going to be a last bit of hope for us? Nick Pope on a 5.9, now a 6, which looks slightly less painful. Really, nothing at all, nothing to speak of. Is it just going to be the most demoralising defeat of all time? It is. See you tomorrow, viewers. 5 o'clock. If I'm still in the job. Oh, God. Does anybody want any eggs? I've got loads of them. If you enjoyed the video, do leave a like. If you want to see more, yeah, subscribe to the channel. I mean, Italy it is then. Wait, the Valencia job's available. I mean, it'd be a bit early.